What up, YouTube? Welcome back to part 3 of the SSF Sin Project Diablo 2 Season 10. Still just farming Arcane, still looking for that Ohm rune to make the Chaos base. We're just, slamming MF gear. That was a ring in that first clip. Hate key. Just trying to maximize our MF and Arcane. You don't get a ton of drops, but what you do get is a lot of jewelry, amulets, rings, etc. So trying to maximize your MF to hit those unique rings and get those early Raven Frosts. Other good stuff can really help you kind of make currency early into ladder. And obviously in the SSF, any good unique jewelry can be a big boon. Farming a lot of hate keys. I kind of mentioned either in a short or another YouTube video recently that I kind of took a little longer in Arcane than I expected to, just because the Ohm rune, that eventually dropped, took me roughly 35 hours, and I got a lot of hate keys. I think I ended with somewhere around 25 hate keys. And, the problem with that is when you're doing maps and getting key events, the most popular or the most consistent key you're going to get is the hate key. So I'm just going to be at a surplus of those. I'm not really too into farming like Bloodraven or Neolithak. That being said, I definitely don't have a Sin Torch at this point. Spoiler, I do have a torch, but it's not a Sin Torch. But yeah, in ladder, hate keys are relevant just because you can kind of pool them with some friends or, trade them for other keys. But in SSF, I'm just permanently going to have a surplus of hate keys, and kind of is what it is. But I'll probably give them to friends who are doing Ubers on ladder, but they might not even want them, so unlucky. But we decided to shop a LR bow here just from Charcy in Hell, and it took me a few minutes, less than 10 minutes, and I said, F it, let's slam it, let's see what happens. Really cool jewel here, min damage on a high ED, pretty pog. Here's one of those unique amulets we got with our MF. It's a insanely rolled Saracens, which we're pretty stoked on since we're planning to run Whirlwind Sin. So here we are slamming it. I'm just hoping it doesn't brick. Honestly, anything but a brick is pretty pog. You get Vitality, which is, a lower tier slam, but very acceptable, and we're happy about it, so nothing wrong with that. Just more hate keys, classic. Here we are IDing, just Warfist family bases, hoping to hit something sick. And yeah, we hit something sick, 339 ED. Really, really good. We actually just replaced this the other day, and we're, 85, 90 hours into the SSF, and the replacement was only a marginal gain. But yeah, that Warfist, well, I guess it was a fascia, really treated me well. I upped it, and yeah, it's just really good offhand to start. And then once I moved to an amp merc in maps, I put it in my main hand, and it's definitely really good. The claws that you want to pick up on an assassin are the Warfist family, which is the Hatchet Hands, Fascia, and Warfist. That's going to be the best base for a Whirlwind Sin. They look a lot like the Cestus family. Don't get confused. Those are bad. They're literally worthless. They're not good for traps, and they're not good for Whirlwind, so pretty useless. I'll pick up rares just hoping to hit a +5 of a trap or something, but kind of a pipe dream. But yeah, the Warfist family, the Hatchet Hands, the Fashes, and the Warfists are the ones you want to pick up, especially the Eth ones in a ladder situation. Those have value to people. You know, you can stockpile a bunch and trade them to somebody, or just, you know, give them to your assassin friend that's hoping to make a whirlwind sin. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Couldn't be me. But yeah, we're just still farming Arcane, looking for the Ohm rune. Honestly, Arcane's super chill. I really like the farm experience. You're just dragging fighting between mobs and honestly just mowing down everything. It's pretty sick. Would highly recommend. Yeah, this is part 3. Kind of boring. Not a lot happened, but you know, got to show the progression. And yeah, look for another video soon on the SSF, and we will progress sooner than later. At this point, I've killed 2 Ubers, 1 declone. We've done a few T2 maps, but we're mostly just still farming tier 1s as they're given EXP, and they're obviously the best for loot. And they're just more or less a walkover. So yeah, thanks for watching. Best way to support me is a sub here on YouTube, a follow on Twitch, both of which are free. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day. Later.